go over some of the things that we went over yesterday. This video, if you want to know, like my moisturizer, my go-to moisturizer, my go-to foundation and concealer. Other than that, like, go ahead and stick to this video because I will be bringing up a lot more things. So one of my go-tos that I always have to have in my drawer is lip gloss. I don't know if you ladies remember this lip gloss. It's one of those lip glosses from back in the day. I always need one of those. I apply it before I put on my foundation, therefore I don't get that white foundation line, you know, powder on my lips. I also always put on eye drops before I put on my eyeshadow and after, if I feel like I have eyeshadow in my eyes. I just don't want my eyes running and ruining my eyeliner and my eyeshadow. It's just, that's one of my pet peeves, when my eye starts crying on the edges, and especially when you have eyeliner, it's just, it sucks. I always have a lighter, so I just light the end of my eyeliners and it becomes really, you know, soft and easy to apply. So don't light it and right away just go in with your eyeliner. You'll burn your eye. Moving forward, I did speak about my moisturizer, Nivea. This is my go-to, so I apply this on my face in the morning, in the middle of the day if I have no makeup, and at night. This is, I love it. I love it. Before, my makeup is awesome. It's not greasy. It's just perfect. It's smooth. As a setting spray, I use this one, the Mario. This one's my favorite. It comes with aloe and cucumber and green tea. It smells so good. I love it. I'm like obsessed with it. Okay, so now let's talk about my setting powder. So a lot of people have different opinions on setting powder, and different setting powders work differently for everybody depending on your skin type and depending on what exactly you want your setting powder to do. Go-to setting powder would have to be the Maybelline FIT ME, this one right here, and I'm in shade Fair Light 10. This thing right here is amazing. I just love it. It has a little bit of color to it, so it's not white, and it just makes your face look so flawless. I love it, and it doesn't make it look cakey. It doesn't crease under the eye. My color is always out when I go to the store, so when I do see it, I just stock up. What I love about this is that Maybelline always has some good sales going on. It's always like buy one get one 50% off, or buy one get one free. Usually at Walgreens and Target is when you can get the deals. Sometimes even at Ulta, that's also really good. You just Google Ulta coupon when you're about to check out and you can get some money off, depending. So let's go ahead and move on. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is my contouring. So I'm obsessed with this, and I've been obsessed with it since I first purchased it. It has to be the shade Light from Kat Von D. This is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and try to open it, but it might be a little dusty, but this is what it looks like. These are the colors. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And be careful, a little goes a long way with these as well. I usually use these two the most. This one I apply very little if I need to, like towards the end right here, so that it can be a little tad bit darker. And I recently found, I got this sample from Too Faced, this little Too Faced sample. It's Too Faced Milk Chocolate. It's light and medium matte bronzer. This is amazing. It's actually what I'm wearing today. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look how pretty that color is. It's really hard for me to find a good bronzer that's not too gray and ashy, or it's not too, you know, on the tan side, because I'm really light, so I just don't want it to look like it's I overdo it. So let's move forward. I am now going to talk about my highlight. So my #1 highlight that I brag about all the time if anybody asks me, Amrezy did such a good job with this one. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's my favorite. So basically this is what it looks like. It's the one I always have on the tip of my nose. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and see if I can try to swatch it for you guys. Look at how pretty that is. And it goes on so smooth. It's just so pretty. It doesn't have a lot of gold sparkle to it, so that's one of my favorite things about that one. The newest one that I'm obsessed with as well, I just love how smooth this one applies, is Babe in Paradise by Morphe. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. He did such a good job. It comes with all these colors right here. It's very pretty. As you can tell, I usually use these two. I love it. 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 This is one of my favorites as well. So these two would have to be my go-tos for highlight. Okay, so moving forward, let's go ahead and talk about eyebrows. So I've always used powder for my eyebrows. I've tried other things, but since my eyebrows are so light, I don't want them to look too dark. It just bothers me when they're like, I just can't do it when they look like they've been Sharpied on. So I've always used my NYX. It's eyebrow cake powder. This is my favorite. I love it. I use it in the dark brown / brown. So it has two colors. I usually use a darker tone towards the end of my eyebrow and then the lighter tone towards the beginning of my eyebrow. This is my favorite. I am obsessed with it, and I've been for like so many years. Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about our eyes. So for my eyebrows, I just recently, about 2 months ago, I want to say, I went to Morphe and I got myself some eyebrow brushes. And I came up with the Morphe R44. This is what it looks like. I love it. I love it. Love it. And at the end, it comes with a spoolie as well. Very nice. I just love how smooth it applies my powder. And I also, my other go-to brush would have to be the Morphe M432. So this is what that brush looks like. It's very nice. So usually I apply right here, and just to make it like a base for the powder to not go below that line. And then I go ahead and go with my R44 for my brush. I dip it in, and you know, I start shading from the bottom. I make the shape at the bottom and then the top, and always use the spoolie to kind of like blend that in. And after I'm done, I use the Morphe R33, and I love it. Like, this is just a perfect brush to kind of blend out the concealer at the bottom of your eyebrow once you're done. I love it. Those are my go-to for my eyebrows. Okay, so now let's talk about eyeliner. So a lot of people are very used to the common black eyeliner underneath their eyes, so down here in their lower lash line. I personally think that's too harsh. I just think it's just too harsh for your eyes to have like black eyeliner on top and then black eyeliner on the bottom. Some looks you can pull it off, and I think others you should just go a little lighter, something more soft. So I always use brown, any type of brown eyeliner. I bought this at Walgreens. I don't have a special preference about it as long as it's a good brown. And I use it in the 39 medium brown. I got this at Walgreens. I love it. And yes, this is one of the eyeliners that I was mentioning earlier. I usually grab my lighter and just kind of light it really quick. Blow it out, kind of just wiggle it around for it to cool down, and then you go in your lash line and apply. Once you apply it on your lash line, find a different brush to kind of blend it in at the bottom. So now let's talk about eyeliners. So I've always struggled with finding the right eyeliner, the right darkness in an eyeliner, just a good eyeliner. So I finally found one. It's the Maybelline EyeStudio. It looks like this on the inside. So it's actually like a cream formula, and this is what the outside looks. I love it. So the trick to this, a lot of people go, well, how do you apply that? What's the best way to apply it? I haven't found a brush that glidely applies my eyeliner. So I learned a little trick from one of my girls. So I usually just use an old with a very fine pinpoint. This one's my Kat Von D. It was already finished. This is a really good eyeliner as well. But okay, so I've been recently into the NYX color eyeliners, and these two have to be my all-time favorites. I'm going to tell you guys a little trick as well. So the NYX Vivid Brights, I got it in the Fire and the Vivid Petal. Swatch it for you guys. The pink is really pretty, as well as the sapphire blue. I've worn the sapphire blue on my Instagram. It looked really nice, especially when you're wearing like a denim outfit. I really like it. Let me go ahead and swatch these up for you guys real quick. This is what they look like. They're very pretty colors. They're very bright. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll tell you guys a little trick. So kind of like what I said about my dried out Kat Von D to make my black eyeliner, I also have a little one that has like a bristle, kind of like these vivid ones from NYX. This bristle's very fine. I clean it up and I use it with lipsticks. So what I do is I put the lipstick on the lid of my hand and then I just swipe the bristle through it. It has to be, I use like a matte lipstick. So not too long ago on my Instagram picture, I put on red eyeliner with a red top. That's what I did. I used my matte lipstick and I use it as an eyeliner. It works pretty well. I really like it. That way you can play around with a little bit more colors. So let's talk about my go-to eyelash glue. So this has to be my go-to eyelash glue, my duo. This is in the color black. It dries out black. I also use the clear one sometimes, but my black is my favorite. I love how it has a little bristle to apply the glue. So if you're like a first timer, I would totally go with this glue. Once again, it's the duo. It just helps you by far to apply the glue on the lash line. It makes it so much easier. So these are my go-to eyelashes. They're the Ardell Wispies. These are my favorite. They're so pretty and they look so natural. I usually wear these or my Cocoa Lashes in Queen Bee. That's the name of the lashes. But I went to Saks, so I ended up using my last pair out there. So let's talk about lips. My go-to all-time favorite that I found not too long ago is the Perfect Nude from NYX. It's the soft matte lip cream and it's under the Cape Town. Love it, I love it, I love it. This color is just so beautiful and it goes on so smooth. It's the Perfect Nude. I just love it. So sometimes when I want to go for the glossier look as well, I apply my Cape Town on the bottom and then I go ahead and go in with the Maybelline on the top. This is another lip gloss from NYX and it's beautiful. Look how pretty that looks. And this is what this little one looks like. This is the NYX. It's called Butter Gloss and I got it in Maybelline. So this is kind of what it looks like once you apply the gloss on top of the matte Cape Town lipstick. I've also recently found out that Jenny69 uses a lot of the Morphe lip liners, and so I went to Morphe while I was out in Sacramento and I got this beautiful, this is a must-have, Sweetheart. This is my favorite as of now. It's very pretty, very natural. They have so many different ones. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of look up. Another thing that I also found out Jenny is obsessed with is the MAC Dazzling Glass. This is a lip gloss and I got it in Moth to Flame. This is what this little one looks like. Really like it. It's so pretty and it's so glossy. It's actually what I'm wearing right now and it smells so bomb. So if I'm looking for the perfect red, I get this question asked a lot: what red are you wearing on your lips? And it's called Arriba. It's Color Pop I Love Sarahi Ultra Matte. You have to have this red. You have to get this red. This red is so gorgeous. It dries out so beautifully. Let me go ahead if I can swatch this. I just love this red. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So those are my go-to for my nudes and my red. So my palette that it's my current go-to right now, I have a few new ones that I haven't tried yet, so I'm just going to stick to the one I've already reviewed. It's a Jacklyn Hill palette from Morphe. It has 35 different colors, and this is what it looks like on the back. The colors are beautiful. There's a lot of colors in there that you can play around with. Let me go ahead and open that up. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I know it's a little dirty, but this is what it looks like on the inside. So you have a lot of transition colors that you can use right here. And you know, you got a lot of brighter tones down here. You got some very nice browns in this area right here. Then you got a little bit of the darker shades down here. And it's just very pretty. I love it. They're very pigmented. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off this video here. Let me know if you guys want any specific type of videos for me to upload. I will be doing some Fashinova try-ons like you guys have requested. I also want to do a question and answer with my wife. So we'll go ahead and do that one as well. Let me know of any other ideas you guys may have. Let's go ahead and wipe off all these swatches I did for you guys. So yeah.